Welcome, friends. How are you all? Today we are going to watch Eat, Drink, Man, Woman. Friends, today's movie is going to be on a master chef, David, who has cooked very well in his life. People call him by his name. We know a lot about his food taste, but with increasing age, David is getting old. His wife has already passed away, and now he alone is taking care of his three daughters. All three daughters are ahead in their respective lives. She is growing, but her journey is full of difficulties. So today's movie will show us the life situation of David and his three daughters, how they are living their life. So let's start. The movie starts with David. He is the one who is waiting for one meal after another because today is Sunday, and on Sunday his three daughters come to his house for dinner. The day chef is good, but now as he has grown old, he is not able to cook his own food. Test no more. His sense of taste has deteriorated, which means that friends, whenever David cooks food, he needs another person who can test the salt or other spices and tell whether it is equal or not. Earlier, when David's wife was alive, till then, David did not have this problem. But after the death of his wife, due to loneliness and handling the responsibilities of three daughters, he has become in such a condition that he often remains ill. But for the sake of his daughters, he leaves all his diseases and does great things for them. Eat. Because Sunday is the only day when everyone gets together, he calls his three daughters and reminds them that today is Sunday and you have to come for dinner, on which all three agree. Now let's talk about David. Friends, let's talk about the three daughters. The name of the elder name is Maria. She is a chemistry teacher in a school. About 9 years ago, she came into a relationship with a guy, Lee. She is going to be the mother of Lee's child. Was at that time, but Lee thought it was right to leave Maria and go forever. Maria was completely broken by this thing. Then she had to get the Arshan done, and today it has been 9 years. She has not even got married. It is not that she does not want to do it, but she is afraid. She is worried that another person may also become like her, and if it happens, then she will not be able to bear it. After Marae, her younger sister is Janie. If we talk about Janie, she works in an airline company. Janie has everything, is beautiful in appearance. All the boys are crazy about her, and in this connection, she is having a very good relationship with a man named Max. Jenny always dreamed of becoming a good chef like her father, but her father told her not to do this work. Not only did she say that becoming a chef is a job for boys, but not for girls. That is why Janie went to work in an airlines company. She is always angry with her father because he never allowed her to fulfill her dream. Let's talk now. Last but not least, Ellie's youngest daughter, Ellie. She probably won't be able to meet you today. The team goes into a fit of rage after hearing this because she has been waiting for her girlfriend to arrive on a scooter for the last 2 hours. But now he refuses to come. So Ellie explains to Tom and also apologizes to him for her friend. But Tom says that, "Why are you apologizing? I am crazy to fall in love with such a girl. While I know she doesn't love me, but still I am after her." Friends, from Eli's words here, it seems that somewhere she also likes the team, but she does not express this in front of him. So now it's night. The three sisters come to David's house, that is, to their father's house, for whom David has prepared very good food. But after tasting the food, Janine says that it has a little too much salt, and the other two sisters are also feeling it. But to keep her father's heart, she does not say anything. But Jenny remains angry with her father. She would clearly say that there is too much salt in it. This would make David angry and ask if the food prepared by me is bad. Even today I cook food like in my youth. If you don't want to eat, then don't eat it. Hence, Jenny would calm down and tell Papa. After which, everyone starts talking about what is going on in their lives. Janie tells that she has spent all her savings on buying an apartment, which is in another city, and when that building gets built, Janie will go there to live there. Maybe later that Sunday, after some time, David is called by his friend Van, and he is invited to a wedding hall because Van is also a chef, and he has got an order to cook food at a wedding. Van wants David to also prepare good food. I should support him so that all the guests become happy. This is Wayne's wish. Now for his friend, David agrees and immediately goes to the wedding. Although he did not know how to taste even the food prepared by himself, but he was able to taste it better than others. He prepares such food only after testing it. The wedding guests keep licking their fingers, friends, because the food is really very tasty. In the next scene, a girl named Tina comes to David's house because she came to know that all three daughters have come to the house, so she came to meet them. Actually, let me tell you one thing. In childhood, all of them used to feed each other together. Tina then tells everyone about herself and what is going on in her life. The poor girl's life is also going through a lot of difficulties because her husband has forced her to leave. He has given a divorce and also refused to take responsibility of his daughter. That is why Tina was forced to come back to China from America with her daughter, so that she can live here and start a new life from here. Now it is a matter of next day. When David is out jogging, he sees Tina's daughter who was leaving for her school. Tina often has problems in her life due to which she is never able to prepare a good tiffin for her daughter, and whatever the leftover dinner is what his daughter takes to school. Seeing this, David feels very bad that the poor little girl is taking the dinner, and that too, he tells her that from tomorrow, son, whenever I go out for jogging, I will bring a tiffin for you, but yes, don't tell mom about it. Okay, Tina's daughter also says that what will happen to my tiffin if it is not finished, mom will shout at me, David says. Don't take her tension. I am here. We both will make a deal. You take my tiffin and I will take yours. The girl becomes very happy after hearing this. Well, it is about the next scene when Maria is taking lecture to the children in the school. Just then a volleyball comes into the classroom. Maria goes to return the ball and thinks in her mind that she will definitely scold the naughty child who threw this ball here. But when she sees that this ball John, the volleyball coach who joined today, throws it by mistake, so she is unable to say anything to John because he is a coach and silently returns the ball, on which John also thanks Maria with a smile. Now in the classroom like Maria, when she comes back, some children are snatching some paper. Maria then, in anger, snatches that paper from them too, which is a love letter that some girl had written for a boy in the class. Then Maria shouts to everyone and says, "Don't you feel ashamed? You come to do these things? You see in the school, if any such work is done in my class in the future, I will throw everyone out." Saying this, she throws the love letter in the garbage. So now at the time of school holidays, when John Bike, when he is going home, he sees Maria standing in the bus line. He offers her, "Can I drop you home?" Maria refuses, although it looks like she wants to go with him, but he doesn't have the courage it means. Is it friends that Maria is also somewhere? On the other hand, she is a little attracted towards John. On the other hand, Ellie again comes to him with a message from the team's girlfriend, saying that even today she does not want to meet you, team. And now the team gets upset, but he says that he doesn't care anymore. I have understood that she does not love me. If a person loves another person, then he understands what the other person says without saying anything. Look at you. Even if I don't say anything, you still understand what I say. I want them now. From the conversation, it becomes clear to the friends that both of them have started liking each other. Whereas when Jenny is in the office, her boss comes and gives her a good news that you have been promoted, and from today you will be a senior in the American branch. There is no limit to Jenny's happiness after hearing that you will work on the post of manager. And she also tells her boyfriend Max about it. Max also becomes happy. Jenny then cooks food for Max with her own hands, which is very tasty. This happens because Janie could cook very good food, but her father never allowed her to progress in this thing. That is, in the next scene, in the food line, Janie comes to know that one is admitted in the hospital. That is, Janie's father's. Friends, that's why she immediately goes to the hospital to meet him. Van's condition is very bad. He improves, but there is no confidence when the heart attack will come again. Seeing the resentment between Jenny and David, Van explains to Jenny that look at his father. Never feel bad about things. It seems as if he did not want to make you a chef, because by becoming a chef, you will always be busy in the kitchen and your studies will not have any importance. Your life will be better not by becoming a chef, but in other things, son. That is why he had clearly refused you. Hearing this, Janie realizes that she has been misunderstanding her father all along. The next day when Maria is at school, she finds a note on her desk, who seeing that it was a love letter, she gets surprised and happy at once because she feels that John has sent this letter and John has also started liking her. Whereas friends, this letter was written by some miscreant boys of the class so that he can trouble Maria. Because as you remember what happened in the last class, Maria had thrown the boy's love letter in the garbage, and he, along with his friends, wants to take revenge from Maria for the same act. Tell me, friend. Friends about this poor girl will feel so bad if she comes to know. Here, when Jenny goes with Max to see the building where she had invested all the money to buy the apartment, she gets a big shock because this building is no longer built but the builders. Max has usurped all the money, and whatever work has been done on the building will be demolished by the government. Janie gets very upset that all her savings are gone. She had bought this apartment with great difficulty, and now everything is ruined. But Max explains to her that look at the tension. Don't now. Everything will be fine. Trust God. Now Tina comes home at night with her mother Lisa, who is now going to live with Tina. Lisa's husband has passed away a long time ago, but Lisa does not care about it. Pata is a wonderful Milana person. Even today, she is looking for another man, tell me friends, with whom she can marry. At the same time, she is a very straightforward type of person. Whatever comes to her mind, she says it in front of someone to keep her heart. His habit of lying. No. She looks at Maria and says that you have been alone for 9 years, son. Find another man and get married. Otherwise, you will always remain a virgin. Along with that, she also asks Eli whether you have any intention of getting married or not. Hey, quickly, look for a better boy and marry her. Otherwise, you will remain alone like Maria for the rest of your life. Hearing this, Maria and Ellie feel very bad that what kind of a blunt woman she is. She doesn't even think that the other one will feel bad. But Lisa and Janie don't mind. She says she just praises him because Janie's life is now completely settled. Friends, well, now the days start passing like this. Maria finds a love letter on the daily table, and she becomes very happy considering it to be from John. Secondly, and we show Janie she has come to the mall with Max. Both of them are talking to each other, and during the conversation, Janie asks Max about his old girlfriend with whom he had a breakup earlier. Regarding the same, Max then says that she was a teacher in school and used to teach chemistry, but she left me for another man. Hearing this, friends, Jenny is completely surprised that it means Max is the person who helped Mario. Maria had cheated 9 years ago, and Maria has not been able to recover from the shock till date. Jenny gets shocked here. She is unable to understand what to do. If she does it now, then she leaves the mall with the excuse of work. Here, friends, David, when he is taking a tiffin for Tina's daughter, Tina stops him and says that today my daughter is sick and she will not come to school. Friends, here, Tina also thanks David because it was learned that David prepares tiffin for his daughter every day and brings it to David. This makes David happy too that it is good. Now I will not have to give the tiffin secretly. Now, friends, this Sunday when the three sisters come to David's house. So dinner. At the time of meeting, Ellie would say to David, Dad, I want to tell you something. I like a boy named Team, and I am going to be the mother of his child. She also introduced me to her family members who have also accepted me. So I am going to shift to the Team's house. David feels very bad to hear that his daughter is telling all this when the situation has become so bad. That is, when the matter has gone so far, but still my daughter's for happiness, he would have sent her away. And now there are only 2 sisters left at home. That is why Janie tells Maria that after being cheated by her boyfriend, why didn't you make a new beginning? You should have moved ahead in your life. Don't let go of old things and move ahead. But Maria, she says, how can I call that person who has tortured me like this for 9 years? If he comes in front of me even once, then I will take his life. Jenny gets completely confused here. That he was saying a different thing that his girlfriend cheated on him, but Maria is telling something different that my boyfriend cheated on me. How is that? That's why she goes to Mac and asks him nicely. And then here Jenny is talking about her sister, Ia Masuin. After telling all the details of Maria, she says that she was your old girlfriend, so she is my sister. That means you cheated my sister, and now you are in a relationship with me. So how can I do this? After all, Max says, hey man, you don't know anyone. There is a misunderstanding. The girl about whom I told you is not your sister. Yes, I agree that my girlfriend also studied chemistry in school, but your sister and my girlfriend are different girls. Then Janie gets surprised to hear this, but there is still doubt whether Max is lying or not. Now in the next scene, when Maria is at home, she is looking at all the love letters. Then she realizes that the handwriting of all the letters is completely different. If one person writes a love letter, then the writing will be the same. It means that this letter has not been written by one person, but by many people together. Knowing this, Maria immediately goes to the school and says on the mic in front of the whole school that whoever this love letter was kept on my table so that it could come out. Otherwise, if the truth comes out later, the consequences would be very bad. That is why all the miscreant boys tell that they had given those letters to Maria only to harass poor Maria. Maria's heart breaks because she thought that John loved her and he was the one sending the letters, but now everything is over. But then John comes there and explains to Maria, and he also tells Maria what is in his heart, that I really like you, but I did not have the courage to send a letter. That is why I did not send a letter. It is amazing, friend scoundrel. The boys' false letters bring these two closer to each other. Luck is good, but on one hand, Maria and Ellie are happy, and on the other hand, a storm comes in Jenny's life. Max breaks her up and tells her that I'm sorry, but now nothing can happen to us further. My marriage has been fixed. I hope that in the future, we both will remain only as good friends. Hearing this, Jenny breaks down completely and her doubt starts turning into belief that it may or may not be possible. He must have cheated Maria. Only then he can come straight and break up with me. And when he can do this, then what a big deal it must be for him to leave Maria. Now, friends, on this Sunday, Maria brings John to her house, and she says to David, "We both, Papa. I have got married in the court, and today's Sunday is my last Sunday. I mean, maybe after this, not every Sunday, but once in a while I will be able to come to meet you. I am leaving." David, who had just bid farewell to Ellie, now Mary will also bid farewell to him. She is leaving, but he is very happy for Mary because the poor girl was troubled for 9 years, and today she seems very happy. So he bids farewell to Mary too. And now only one daughter, Janie, is left in the house. Her apartment is gone. Her boyfriend took everything away from her, whereas she had everything earlier. That is why she decides to live with her father, because her father was completely alone. So someone will have to stay to take care of him. That is why she also refuses to go to America, saying that she will not work in the American branch. Now, friends, daily Lisa comes to meet David. They both talk to each other for hours. Seeing them together, Jenny thinks that perhaps both of them like each other. If both of them get married, his father will also get support. Now, on the coming Sunday, David asks his entire family to gather because he wanted to tell everyone some good news. The three sisters understand that this will definitely help their father, and there will be talk of Lisa's marriage, so the whole family gathers at home on Sunday. Lisa is also very happy because she feels that David is going to propose her in front of everyone. Then David says in front of the whole family that now everyone is moving ahead in their life. Poor Janie is growing, only Janie is left. So I don't want to be a burden on her. Because of me, she has canceled going to America. But Janie, you don't have to worry about me from now on. I have found a life partner, and he is someone else. No, it is Tina. Yes, friends, not Lisa, but her daughter Tina and David were in a relationship. Everyone gets surprised by this, and the same thing happened to us too. David suddenly changed the times and changed his emotions. What happened? Astonished, Lisa faints, wondering what I was thinking and what happened. But later, everything gets settled. David had shifted to Tina's other house, and he had put his old house up for sale. And friends, here Tina David. Today's Sunday is the last Sunday at David's house. So for the first time, Janie comes and cooks food for David, which David always used to prepare for her earlier, and now Janie also wants to go back to America because he finds someone who will take up the responsibility of his father. Now he doesn't need to take any tension. And today, when David tastes the food prepared by Jenny for the first time, his sense of taste comes back. For the first time, he tastes Jenny's food and tastes it. As soon as he did, his illness went away. David says to Jenny with tears in his eyes, "Your food is exactly like your mother's. If I tell you the truth after eating this, it reminds you of your mother. Son, please forgive me for not allowing you to become a chef. But today I have come to know that girls can also become amazing chefs. Today, son, I am very happy for you. Wherever you go, always be happy. My best wishes are always with you." Hearing this, Jenny's eyes also fill with tears. And in this way, David's entire family ends all the problems of life and moves towards starting a new life. With this mixed feeling, friends, this movie ends here. Rest if you liked the video, you liked the story and explanation. If you liked it, subscribe to the channel. Keep an eye on you in the next video. Thanks for watching.